Since Monday night's debate, former Vermont Governor Howard Dean has been in the spotlight. He first accused Donald Trump of being a cocaine user, tweeting this during the debate. Notice Trump sniffling all the time? Coke user? Well, Governor Dean showed up on MSNBC to apologize for his tweet, but instead, this happened.
I think the media's job, above all, yes, you have to make money and you have to have ratings. The media's job, above all, is to protect American democracy by telling the truth. And for 8 months of Donald Trump's campaign, you gave him free airtime, you let him call in, you let him say anything you want. I apologize for using innuendo. I don't think it's a good thing to do. I don't think it's the right thing to do. This entire campaign has been debased by innuendo. Where was the mainstream media calling out innuendo 15 months ago when Donald Trump started running for president of the United States? That's what I want to know. Do your job.
The password is innuendo. Joining us for reaction, Newsmax hosts Ed Berliner and Miranda Khan. So there it is, ladies first, Governor Dean and innuendo.
That's right. 3 words come to mind. Irresponsible, hypocritical, and dumb. Yep, I think that pretty much sums it up.
I was thinking of 2 words, clown car, which pretty much sets it all right in there, and driver of clown car. That was a ridiculous, stupid, foolish, useless, insulting thing to say. But then again, we live in a land right now where people seem to get along by saying things with absolutely no evidence whatsoever. I will tell you, though, I agree partially with what he has said. And I do not call them the media. It is the press. There is a difference between press and media. The legitimate media has allowed Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, all the politicians to get away with basic lies over the years. The legitimate media are the ones that need to point it out, and he is absolutely correct in that point. Point out the lies and put them out there every single time.
See, here's my problem. Unfortunately, in the old days, there might have been a legitimate media. Now, nothing's legitimate.
No, he's an MSNBC correspondent. He works. He's
not a correspondent. He's a pundit, is all he is. He's not even a correspondent. They're pundits, opinionators, and commentators. They are not journalists.
For that network to
again, we have to have the right terms to debate. A contributor, and we will contribute more. Since Monday night's debate, the internet and late night programs have been overflowing. Easy for you to say, overflowing with political humor. Let's take a look at some of this humor and then get reaction.
Shimmy, 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 HRC. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. This dude is coming at me. I just smile and let him be. The dude brought his own rope. He put the bullet in the gun, so I'm just gonna shimmy. Hillary, shimmy. Okay. Shimmy, 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 HRC. Shimmy, 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 Hillary.
So there it is, and a pretty good job.
Yeah, you know, we all laughed. Come on, it was pretty funny. I love watching those videos that they make after debates.
I loved it. I thought it was absolutely well done. They caught Hillary Clinton in that moment. But when you were watching the whole debate, just to watch her do that, I was kind of like, yeah, that's the question I want right there. You knew somebody was going to grab that. I love it when they do that. I think it was perfect.
And I am going to try to resist a Howard Dean-like impulse.
Go ahead.
Well, it came up this week.
Ah!
Not that.
Go ahead.
Okay, good.
Not that. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
You know, because it's safer that way. But now that I've been invited, we got to go. I'm getting in my. Well, now TV talk. The old crew from the sitcom Will and Grace got together to bash Donald Trump. Let's take a look at their snarky sketch.
The closest person in your life, Rosario, is a Mexican American, and the things that Donald Trump has said about the Mexican people is so offensive.
She's not Mexican, she's from El Salvador.
What's the difference?
How do you know that Donnie is one of my oldest friends? I helped him pick out Melania. I love what he's doing with Rosario's people. How do you think I got the idea to have architects build a wall to keep her out of the main house?
Rosario called me. She's suing you.
She's not suing me. She owes me. I sent her to college.
You sent her to Trump University to study dusting.
It's That's what they teach.
All right, gang. Well, that's pretty good.
You're trying, and I'll give you credit for that.
No. I admire, look, an ensemble cast in a sitcom. As a TV guy, I appreciate that. I just always have to understand that everybody on the left coast, it's called the left coast for a reason, and very few folks have any kind of conservative cred.
You're missing one thing, though. There is an alternative candidate here. It is Team Vodka, actually, the vodka party led by Karen. That's exactly what they're pushing there.
Well, the thing that got me, it's another aside. We don't have the video of it, but I found out today, and I mean, I am a serious Star Trek guy, not a Trekkie, a Trekker.
I have to be.
Apparently,
my last name's Khan.
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's right, the wrath of.
That's right.
George Takei, the original Sulu, and J.J. Abrams, who's directed all the theatrical releases or had a hand in
He's a huge EP.
They have now they've come up with a Trekker anti-Trump letter, which 50 people affiliated with Star Trek in some way, shape, fashion, or form, whether it's the original generation right up through the theatrical releases, they said they just really don't like Donald Trump. I guess they're scared he's the Borg, and if that's the case, resistance is futile. So, got that out of the way. Okay, we've got some more stuff here from the Late Night Comics. Seth Meyers on Late Night had to take his shot at Mr. Trump. Here it is.
Leading up to tonight, it seemed like the campaigns were furiously playing what's known as the expectations game, trying to set the bar low for their candidate and high for their opponent. In fact, the Trump campaign even tried to spin their candidate's lack of knowledge as an advantage. Former House Speaker Newt Gingrich tweeted yesterday, quote, "Clinton is a fox who knows many things you can fact check. Trump is a hedgehog who knows one very big thing: we need change." That, of course, is an excerpt from Newt's latest children's book, The Hedgehog Who Destroyed America.
The hair is perfect.
The hair is great.
The hair is great. Perfect.
That was awesome.
Wouldn't that be Callista's book? She's the one who writes the kids' books.
That's
But
true.
no, it's
Maybe we just gave her an idea.
It's a good pop. And now we go to a guy who used to play a conservative on Comedy Central, has moved to CBS, where he can get back to his leftist roots. Stephen Colbert with a shot at Trump on his program.
One of the worst things he said was about a woman in a beauty contest. He loves beauty contests, supporting them and hanging around them. And he called this woman Miss Piggy. Then he called her Miss Housekeeping because she was Latina.
Wow. That ain't cool, man. That is one of the top 100 most degrading things I've heard about beauty pageants. The pageant winner Secretary Clinton was talking about was 1996 Miss Universe Alicia Machado, who Trump said gained a lot of weight after the pageant.
She weighed 118 pounds or 117 pounds, and she went up to 160 or 70. So this is somebody that likes to eat.
Now, these comments could really hurt Trump with the small special interest group of Americans who gain weight.
So there's Brother Colbert.
He makes fun of Hillary, too, though.
Let's admit the fact that obviously our crack production staff engaged, it's editing, and so they're selective editing, but I don't think that the jokes exactly even out, but that's just part of it.
Check out Lungazi.
I was surprised, though, on Tuesday night when actually it was Monday night, right after the debate, in his monologue where he really went after Donald Trump. And it was serious stuff. It was not funny for a while. So he has absolutely broken that mold of what people used to see him in.
A little more on Colbert. His sister ran for Congress as the Democratic nominee in Charleston, South Carolina, against Mark Sanford, and finished second. And as you know, finishing second in politics means you lose.
It's first loser is what they used to say in sports. Remember? You remember that?
Yes, I know something about that. I've won a lot and lost a couple, and you much rather win than lose. But this whole thing with Hillary and Brother Trump, doesn't it just typify where we are? I mean, let's face it, they both have high negatives. This becomes we've heard about it so many years. Well, I don't like either of them, but I take the lesser of two evils. Yeah,
right.
lesser of two evils. So
Can we just stop this idiocy of talking about beauty pageants, fat, anything else? Can we get down to some substance for a change? Really, the fact not even policy. Discussion? All I want is some serious discussion for a change, instead of having all of America focused on what's being said with a 70-year-old man tweeting at 3 o'clock in the morning. Stop. Let's talk about what's serious and where this country is going, please.
And I think more and more people are saying that, and hopefully we'll see that in the next presidential
And I think
debate.
Donald Trump wins if he does go after that. We've said it before. Be serious. Go after her. Stop with the nonsense.
Well,
she's easily destructible.
We're stopping all the nonsense right now. Miranda Khan, Ed Berliner, thanks very much for your view here on The Wire.